All right, straight to the people. Hype train's leaving the station. I just think tomorrow it's an all-time Thanksgiving Day here. And it just feels like tomorrow will be a celebration. And I wondered what was the last time you were amped up like this for a Thanksgiving Day game. The Lions are notably good. America loves them. Networks love you. You're a 7.5-point favorite. You're going to inflict some pain on a hated division rival. I think Jordan Love's going to leave here with his head in a box. I wanted to know because I can't come up with anything. And I'm excited. I think it's going to add to our holiday versus be the, proverbial dirty diaper the Lions have been for so much of our lifetime on our holiday. To the people, shall we? Let's go to noted superstar caller DJ joining us next. What's up, DJ?
What up, though, my dog?
How are you, sir? What's on your mind?
Man, I got one for you, Mike. So listen, by all intents and purposes, everything you said is true. We are supposed to blow the brakes off these guys. Run game, everything you just named. Here's the thing, Mike. My boys heard us on the radio the other day. They like, DJ, if you don't take Mike's advice and go stay yourself in the bathroom, slept right. They call me slept right from the Flintstones. I said, dude, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in Sky Daddy. I ain't superstitious. I'm good, right? Today, Mike, I pulled my credit card out. True story. I can't make this up. I tried 3 different credit cards 9 times. All declined. I said, wait a minute. Hold on. You got to be kidding me here, right? I called my uncle. I said, try your credit card, man. And here's the thing. Mine had balances on them. So I'm like, dude, what's wrong? My uncle put it in. It went straight through. I said, you know what? I'm going to call Mike. And if I jinx this team, I'm not going to another home game this year. I am definitely the jinx. And I'm not even superstitious.
As they say in Ann Arbor, bet. They lose this game tomorrow, you are banned. You know the documentary that's out this weekend, Bye Bye Barry? Bye Bye DJ.
Yeah, I've seen it.
If they lose, we're putting you in your Frankie coffee cakes. We're putting you in the bed.
Can I ask you a question, DJ?
What up, though?
Have you been to the last 6 games? Because they're 0 for their last 6 Thanksgiving games.
So, Pete, this is my first one going to. I ain't want to tell y'all that part. This is my first one ever.
Oh, no.
Promise to God, this is my first one ever.
Okay, well, you're going to be one and done if they lose this game.
So check this out, Mike. So listen, I'm such a believer with Holmes and this team back in the summer, man. I said, you know what? I'm going to start traveling. I went to KC, Tampa, Green Bay. I just left L.A. I didn't go to Baltimore. They got blew out. This is my boy kind of brought it to my attention. Like, man, you're a good luck charm. I said, boy, stop you. So if they lose tomorrow, I'm done for the rest of the season, Mike.
Fair.
I'll see y'all next year.
And DJ, listen, I think that's a fair way. And look, you can be on the traveling party, but you are not welcome at home games. They best win tomorrow, and preferably by 8 or more for the good people of Detroit.
We should blow them out, dude.
You should.
I'll holler at you Friday, my
yes,
dog.
Sir.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving,
DJ,
man.
same to you and yours. Good talking to you, buddy. I should have asked DJ since he's a noted celebrity at state games. How bad is MSU going to lose to Arizona? I gotta call Rico later. I don't even want to watch that. I really don't. I just really don't. Let's go to Brendan, 97.1. What's up, Brendan?
Oh, same thing, different day.
So what's going on?
So last year, this may sound weird, but last year, about this time was when everything was turning around. And we did lose the game to Buffalo, but out of the last however many Thanksgiving games that we've played, that had to have been one of the best games on Thanksgiving that I've watched the Lions play.
Yeah, and the sad part is you outplayed him. I thought Dan Campbell cost you that game. Go end of half, end of game, time management. It was really bad.
It was bad.
They should have won that game.
They should have. It was still, even Josh Allen said that was one of the most difficult games that he's ever played against anybody.
No,
and if it wouldn't have been for the crappy time clock and everything going on like that would have been a easy win.
And sadly, it was the difference in you making the playoffs and not. But look, you've created something here, Brendan. You've got a home field advantage. It's different. The only thing I could compare it to is the noise level you hear at Arrowhead. As these games get bigger, and God willing, you get a home playoff game. These teams walk in here, and it is different. It's an impossible because you guys have I don't take this as an insult, but you're not just passionate. You have a desperation. You want it so badly. Every other fan base out there, they've gotten to experience it. By and large, they've experienced playoff wins. They've experienced Super Bowls. As John likes to say, that's your experience. So you want it so badly. Like, yeah, tomorrow, I expect Jordan Love's head to be spinning. Am I crazy just thinking they're going to crush this team? I never talk like that in the NFL. I don't. But I think the Packers are walking into their own funeral.
Yeah, there's some weaknesses that they have that the Lions they exploit
and
every week.
I like the fact the Lions didn't play well Sunday. Because that's the whole Dan Campbell has established on this team. I think they bounce right back.
It's like up-down theory, but they won. But they didn't play well, so it's still...
But when you build a culture, and you know this as a Steelers fan, the standard is the standard. Winning and losing is one part of it. But when we don't meet the standard, the win doesn't even matter. They have established what the Lions are about. I think they come out tomorrow and just wreck this team. I hope they do. I don't want to be upset on Thanksgiving. I'd like to just relax. I'd like to see like a 34-10 game as we head to the fourth. I can begin perusing the selection of appetizers available, spend time with my dad, my brother-in-law, and just relax. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to be nibbling on my knuckles. I don't want to be worried about this team losing and going, oh, Christ, Friday's show is going to suck. I don't want that. And I don't think we're going to have that. Let's go to Harry, 97.1. What's up, Harry?
Dude, I can't believe I agree with everything you're saying. I've been a fan, like a Lions support group fan since 91. My kids were born. We used to watch. You remember John Riggins, what he did to us back then? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing to be a part of this.
Well, you've waited your whole life. That was the whole point of how I started the topic.
My whole life, I believe, I agree with every single thing you said.
Now, Harry,
and I hate that.
Well, hold on. Now, hold on. And what have I done? What have I done to aggrieve you so badly?
I'll tell you what. I never listened to Sports Talk Radio 97.1 until this season, and I can't get enough of you guys talking this talk. It's really intoxicating.
It took Harry 30 years. We finally got him. Harry's on board, everybody. Woo!
Totally. We're taking my whole family. I was at that Buffalo game with my family for last year for the hell of it. I'm from Buffalo. I watched 4 Super Bowls, okay? I moved here in 78, and so that game last year was a blast because it was competitive. I was with my family. It was an experience. This time, I bought 50-yard line tickets with my family, and I'm feeling like, oh my God, like there's a solar eclipse. There's going to be unbelievable bedlam because we're good.
Yeah, no, it's Harry. It's honestly, it's the only comparative I would have for Lions fans is what my life was with Michigan State for so long. And I know it's not 62 years, but you have to understand. I mean, it's a lot like when Kenny talks about it. All right, Kenny hasn't suffered as long as you guys have. Well, it's not Kenny's fault he wasn't born 80 years ago. When all you know as an adult is losing, when the winning starts, it's the most beautiful moment as a fan. Like with Michigan State, all I wanted was to take my dad to a Rose Bowl. That's really all I wanted. I never had designs on a national title. It was growing up, 1987, 1987, 1987, and they never could get close. The closest they got, they Saban goes up to down to Purdue and they get crushed in 99. You wait your whole life, and then when it starts building, now in 2010 you win the Big Ten. 2011 we go to Indy and lose the heartbreaker to Russell Wilson. But when 13 happens, that is still the most organic. It's the most beautiful moment as being a fan. And I've watched my teams win Super Bowls and NBA championships. That's the moment because you've never experienced it. As a Lions fan, you'll never have anything more pure than what you're getting right now. So if they go and do the job tomorrow and it's a celebration, you'll remember that for a long, long time. The home playoff game that Kenny and I have manifested since last February. When, Kenny, not if, when they have a home playoff game and when they win it. That is going to be a moment you remember for the rest of your life. And I know there's no trophies for it. I'm sure if you're not a Lions fan, you're snickering. But to hell with you. You don't understand it. Now, I'm not a fan. I'm a de facto fan. I've been in this town for 20 years. I have a keen understanding of what these people have been through. So just embrace it. Enjoy the ride. That's where I'm glad Captain Poopy Pants isn't here today. Because Rico would be like, oh, you're not going to beat San Francisco. Yeah, to the spine.
But everything you said is right. And Kenny, my witness, it's a different sport. But they just showed Tayshaun Prince on the television. Ain't been in Detroit in a long time. But every memory came back to my head because they're so bad now of, oh my gosh, 04 and everything he brought. That's what winning does. When a team does things, that's what it does.
Sure.
Start remembering where you were when they did this.
Look, it's a town where winning a playoff game is it'll mean more to this town than anybody else. And that's okay. And no, they're probably not a Super Bowl team. They're probably not going to get that done. But we can go on the ride. I've seen worse teams win it. My team's one of them. I would take this Lions team over the 07 Giants any day of the week. Strengths and weaknesses aren't exactly the same, but from a quality standpoint, I think this Lions team is better than that team. But the Giants were able to go and do it and beat arguably the greatest team in history. How? Sports. That's how. Sports. 248-539-9797. We'll get more of your calls coming up next.